Be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. Do the same with the Grizzly Gentleman, 10% off at checkout on your fantastic beard products. Or you could shop via the TCG Player affiliate link in the description down below to help support the show. And last but of course not least, you can go to Grey Viking Games with the affiliate link below to pillage some sweet arena codes. Welcome back, Rangers. Ivan Ooze, here with more Magic the Gathering Arena. What's up, folks? Derek 6. More Magic. We're playing some Ooze Tribal now that we have some cool synergy cards. Thanks to the Shapeshifters, we technically now have more Oozes to play with. So this deck essentially is just a fun kind of meme deck. I'm going to play it in just play mode, normal play mode. It is Historic deck. But yeah, the basic idea is we essentially just play a lot of Shapeshifters, name them Ooze, and our Biogenic Ooze is kind of the main payoff card. We have finally a chance to play Littjara Mirrorlake, which I've wanted to do. We don't have an actual sideboard. These are all of the cards that I considered for the deck that I ended up cutting, either for the main deck or the sideboard. So if you do want to make modifications to turning into a best of 3 deck, you could use those potentially. And I'll talk more about them when we get to the viewer games. So last time we played some Amass with Changelings. Now we're going to play Oozes with Changelings. I don't remember if there are any other like cool Oozes. Okay, I did turn that off. Skyfall, T, Ooze. Acidic Slime would be pretty cool to have on Arena. Bio-Waste Blob would be cool. More Ooze Tribal stuff. Dude, give us Experiment 1, Wizards, you cowards. I'll keep this. I really like the idea of a Repudiate Replicate in a deck like this, because we really want to get certain things out. Interesting. Interesting. But you can also just, like, counter triggered abilities. So or activated abilities as well. So you can, like, get rid of fetch lands and stuff. What is my opponent playing? Mono White Adventures or something? I don't think I'll have a use for this, but I might, I guess. I'll probably just Growth Spiral, likely into Bears. Bears blocks this nicely, which is fun. It's just straight up green-white adventures. Huh. I would like to draw another land. Didn't draw another land, unfortunately. I suspect that they're just green-white, so I shouldn't have any issues with, never mind. I was gonna say with my stuff getting removed. There is that. Okay, we got another land, which is helpful, I suppose. So here... Each creature with power 4. I'm not gonna have any creature with power 4, unfortunately. I guess we just play Scooze and hold up Repudiate. There could have been cool Oozes in There could have been cool Oozes in Historic Anthologies, but no. Yay, I got it. Dude, my Tonic Slime would be fun. It wouldn't be good necessarily, but it'd be fun. Predator Ooze. It's just like have an Ooze thing. Choose up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. I'll choose this one. Let's see. We'll play another Bears of Littjara, I suppose. I need things to die so that I can ooze things. Because I have a bad feeling that I'm going to die. Because if they have another Ardenvale Tactician, like, they tap my things down and I die. Or they could just tag me in the air some more. Stop. Oh, that's fine, I guess. I don't think that this helps. No, it does not. We're gonna be playing enough creatures. Curses. Well, we lost against, in my opinion, a good play mode deck, right? This felt like play mode view play mode. Rocking around the Christmas tree, had a happy holiday. Only 20 creatures? That is a yikers. We have 24 land, right? Yeah. Drop one of those. Add another one of these. Just a little tweak. Hopefully a tweak that will allow me to play things and have them die. I guess we are kind of capped out at 5 mana. Oh, we got turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. Dave Mulligan. Interesting. Dinosaurs. Respect. Okay, so far we're playing against like actual play mode decks. I don't know if Wizards did something, but I appreciate it. So probably turn 2, turn 3. As long as you control a creature with power 4 greater. Okay. Put my screws here. Any number of target shapeshifters you control have base power toughness 4/4. I guess maybe I play this later. So I want to play Garenbrig. Maybe I do this. Oops. No, we know the card we're top decking is Trash. They play this now. They can attack with this. I'm not going to block it. Going to play. I'm actually going to do this. Spiral, get the forest, play the forest, play the Gladewalker, make this 4 toughness. I worry that my opponent is going to have Savage Stomp. Man, this feels good. I don't know why. It just feels good being able to actually play like this style of deck. Not blocking this. Okay, another raptor. Horrifying. Utterly horrifying. Play this. We'll play bears. I hope things go well. I will pass. We do have 2 activations of Skies if we need it. We are unlikely going to be able to... We're unlikely to be happy if we have to use Skies. Elves, that's fine. We're okay with Letter Elves. Make all these guys larger. Ghalta. Ghalta can potentially die to this. After a bit. I will say, I wish I still had... This is fine. I wish I still had access to, I think I played this? I'll have another 5/5, I guess? Play this. And play another Ooze, which I guess is fine. Okay. We're not going to attack here. Next turn we can murderfy Ghalta. We just need to not die to Ghalta. I'm very afraid that my opponent has Fling. I don't know. This feels fun. This is like some tabletop magic, you know? It's bringing me back. It's making me feel good. We're just playing creatures, trying to jostle over board position. I don't know why I just did this. Some sort of robot man. Okay. That could have been that strange. Free block. Free block. Free block. Not a free block, but it is a trade. And I would take 12. They have no mana. They haven't played a land yet. There's no lightning bolt in this format. I'm pretty sure I can just take this. Although, is there a reason that I need to keep this around? I think I'm just going to block a little bit of the damage. I want to keep a Ooze around. So this should be fine. I mean, they do get a draw too, which is fair. But the plan is we now have an active Ooze. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So that's nice. This needs to die. Choose up to 1 target creature planeswalker. Get hit in the face. Okay, we are going to cast... I guess potentially it's better to do this. Do I need 2 green or 2 blue? This should be fine. Ooze. I can cast this, but I don't think I should have played this first. Ooze. This is an Ooze. Oh, I might need my Ooze to consume things. I'll play this tapped, actually. Sorcery speed. 2 foods. Can counter an ability. Next to combat. Ugh, I don't know how much I want to attack with here. I think I'll attack with this. Or, I think maybe I'll attack with this. Unlike the next turn, I can swing out. But I want to make sure that I don't die to like a Ghalta out of nowhere. An RKO out of nowhere. Oh my god, RKO out of nowhere! Hit him with the sweet chin music! It's the people's elbow! The Stone Cold Stunner! The Stone Cold Stunner! Alright, get the draw card. It's not the Javelin. I remember... Look, I don't watch professional wrestling. I watched a little bit of it when I was younger. This is exactly why. This is exactly why we did this. Oh, I could have done this, dude. This is fine. This is fine. I can rebuild. Nexus doesn't seem very good. Nexus isn't good. I don't think Nexus makes sense on this deck. Nexus should be just like something else. Removal, creatures, doesn't matter. I think it should be something else. My opponent's an attacker and they're doing math? Ugh. Okay. First things first. Consume. Delicious. Delicious. Okay. Okay. You don't have trample, you don't have trample, you don't have trample. You have trample. If I block like this, like this, like this, excuse me, like this, and like this, dies, 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 dies. I'll take 7. Only 7. Gain life. This should be fine. They do draw another card. I have so much Raptor to consume. And I'll have another green. Okay, that's fine. My gross little ooze can totally fight the okay, well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they won't have enough to play this second Delta. All right, I can't just kill this, you dum dum. So we're gonna go ahead and activate this. 3, 4, 3. We'll play another one of these. Ooze. Yay! We won! We did it! Hooray! So far, two matches against actual play decks. I'm very happy about this. Now, here's the thing that I wonder, right? Is it possible for us to get matched against a play level control deck? Right? Because there's obviously Azorius control, legit real deck. But I wonder if we could get matched against a deck that is of a similar power level to the 3 decks that have been shown so far, my deck and my 2 opponents, but be control instead. Can you keep the good streak going, Adun? Antero Tassadar. Top Guardian Gladewalker, put one of them in your hand. I guess this is okay. I have a small +1/+1 counter sub team. Our opponent might be on. Don't tell me you're on Flash. Please don't tell me you're on Flash. You're not a. No, buddy. We had such a nice thing going on. Oh, this is Flyers. Wait, this is not. This is Azorius enchantments. Opponent, you are garbage. You're a bad person. You should be ashamed. Oh, take this, I guess. It's not very good. I think I just have to Bears. Can't believe my opponent would do something like this. In play mode of all places. You sicken me. This is like the 5th most popular deck. Wait, okay, now I'm just confused. Yeah, we just gotta get the Bears down and try and murder their cards. Next turn... don't know what I do next turn. Okay. Just gonna do this. Alright, I died. Rip to me. Yeah, it's still probably play mode level. That's reasonable. I should have kept the the interesting card. Alright. The card I'm talking about is Absorb Identity. I should have kept that in. Yeah, so that means that I could have played my Guardian Gladewalker there. I would have had two flyers, and then when they went to attacks, I could have attempted to bounce it. Although it's likely that they had some sort of counter magic or protection or whatever, it still meant I would have been able to do something. So let's actually just talk about the deck. Glimpse the Cosmos is technically a Giants card. I didn't play it in Giants because I'm trash and I always forget that it's a Giants card. But since we have a lot of shapeshifters, we have 11, it means that sometimes we're just going to be able to have access to this. And I figured I wanted to have some sort of card draw in a deck like this. It's possible that this isn't like as needed. Our other card draw things are like the Great Henge, which I just like in general, but I did have to cut down to only 1 from 3. 3 is the initial amount I wanted to play with. But I had to cut down from there because I just felt like I needed to do other things. I wanted to add more to the deck. And I think I stressed myself a little too thin. Growth Spiral also was at 4, I think, initially. And I cut it down to 2. I wanted to make sure I hit my land drops. I also wanted to have something to do if, you know, I was holding up Repudiate or something and I ended up not doing it. I still think Repudiate and Replicate is fine in a deck like this. But I'm not sure I need the Growth Spirals. We have some early game creatures. Guardian Gladewalker is kind of the main shapeshifter here. We get to put a counter on something, which can work really nicely with Ooze. It can make our things obviously quite large, but it's also just like, it's a thing to play, right? It's just a Ooze to play. Masked Vandal, if we have things die, which we only have 21 creatures, so I probably need to pump those numbers. Then we get to exile a thing and exile an artifact or enchantment and opponent controls. This can just have general helpfulness, right? If we had a creature that had already died for whatever reason, or just a creature in the graveyard, even if it's from some early spell that puts things in our yard, then we would have been able to get rid of Staggering Insight, for example. So, yeah. Scavenging Ooze, it's Scavenging Ooze. It gains your life. It makes itself bigger. It hates on graveyard decks. It's nice to see. Oran-Rief Ooze is an Ooze, and we have, you know, we have +1 counters here, 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 here. Right, we have some +1 counters in places, so I figured, it works with the deck. I didn't get to see it, which I'm sad about, but, you know, whatever. Realmwalker was exactly what I wanted it to do. It's essentially card advantage because you get to play cards from the top of your deck instead of from your hand, meaning you net gain cards. Also, just being a 2/3 is helpful when you can make it a 3/4 off of this, or a 4/4 off of this, right? So it's decent. Bears of Littjara overperformed. You might be like very curious as to why the heck I'd say that. I expected this card to be complete trash, and it wasn't trash, which means it overperformed. It's decent-ish removal, to be honest. The fact that it needs your creature to have 4 power makes me sad. I wish you could just, like, use all of your shapeshifters to beat the crap out of things, but eh. Bloodline Pretender was fine. Yeah, it grows. It grows. It's on ETB instead of cast, like, like Reflections is. Yeah, it's fine. I'm planning on getting rid of Maskwood Nexus, but I don't think I'd be getting rid of this for more of these. Although maybe I would. There's not much else to really have for creatures. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. I'd probably get rid of the Maskwood Nexus, add another Bloodline Pretender, and add another Masked Vandal. Yeah. Speaking of Maskwood Nexus, the idea is that I wanted to just like keep pumping out Ooze tokens because it works nicely with this. But for 1 more mana and not tapping, I can just make Oozes with this, and I don't have to have a bad spell in my deck. Wow. Who would have known? That would have been just a better idea. Repudiate Replicate is here mostly, honestly, for Repudiate. You see some of the value with Disallow when you can just counter random abilities. So you get some value there with Repudiate being a little bit less expensive. But also you can, at any moment, just replicate something, right? If you need an extra Masked Vandal, if you need just, hell, even just an extra Realmwalker for whatever reason, like maybe you think that the one that you have is going to die, or like you just need an extra blocker, or mostly you get an additional Biogenic Ooze and you just start making your team huge. Reflection of Littjara, I just think this card's cool. I haven't gotten a chance to really see it play out. That's about it. The idea of being able to get like just double all of my creatures, which currently is not enough, is pretty sweet. Especially with Biogenic Ooze. It's the Ooze Lord, kind of, sort of. It makes oozes and it makes them bigger. Ooze. Lands make sense, I think. Some Castle Garenbrig, some Littjara Mirrorlakes. Only 2 because we only really want to copy Biogenic Ooze for the most part. Technically speaking, we can, if we have to, copy like a Masked Vandal if we need more. But for the most part, this is here to copy Biogenic Ooze. So, The cards that I was considering, Absorb Identity, I think probably does need to be in the deck. I just don't know how. Like, so I definitely would take out the Maskwood Nexus, and you need some creatures. So you probably do this and this. I guess maybe you get rid of the Growth Spiral, because you don't really need it. So you get rid of these 2 Growth Spirals, right? Then you put in 2 Absorb Identities. I don't know if that's sufficient removal. So it's possible you also get rid of the Glint of the Cosmos. So then you have 3 Absorb Identities and 2 Great Henges. That's maybe fine, but I just don't know. Aether Gust, I considered it for sideboarding because obviously Gruul. Censor I considered because I wanted some sort of 2-mana instant for reasons I stated earlier. This is a card that I just have in creature decks against control. This is removal against creature decks. Control. I considered having this in the main deck as like general removal. I just didn't like the fit. It didn't feel like it fit. Vivian, she seemed cool. Like she worked with some of the parts of the deck, and I was like, maybe I can have like a sideboard wish board where I like have access to Destiny Spinner and Thragtusk and things. But I just decided against it because I stretched myself thin. Karn was similar to Vivian except for the Karn board, obviously. I didn't love it. Nissa, I don't feel like playing with Nissa. Thragtusk was mainly here for sideboard against super aggressive decks or as a Vivian wish board. Same with Morite, except Morite would be more just like a mid-range value card for the wish board. And then Vorinclex is Vorinclex. That's new. This border is for the Phyrexian text, but this is the normal Beleriand text. That's weird. That's really weird. Huh. Strange. Let's open a pack, shall we? 2 packs. Shakur. I'm sorry. I've still like in the back of my mind, I've been trying to think of like one last wrestling term or one last like wrestling move to end the video on. But I guess all I'll do is the people's eyebrow. Also, I can do both. Ooh, how does he do it? How does he do it? Can you smell what the rock is cooking? Anyway, I have a P.O. box for sending me nonsense if you'd like. I have a Patreon. Thank you, Fogwen, Malik, and Balater, especially for your continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find links in the description down below. Do, of course, hope you enjoyed this video. Did like, comment, subscribe. All that stuff really helps out the show. Ooze. Universally reviled. They call me Ivan Ooze. And until next time, I will be one.